Hey there, Asin Kuis! Welcome back to my channel. In this video, hindi muna tayo mag-react sa performance ni Miss Sarah Geronimo, but rather magbabasa tayo ng article na pinablish ng PEP dahil Sarah G, I think, is the cover of the month. Akma lang dahil Sarah Geronimo is celebrating her birthday this month. Birthday month ni Sarah G. July 25 ang birthday ni Miss Sarah. And this article has a title of Sarah Geronimo, The Evolution of a Genuine Talent by Miss Joanne Maglipon. And there's a section editor here, deputy section editor by Bernie Franco. So, tara, basahin natin yung article. And mahaba ito, so let me do the job for you, mga popsters. So, basahin ko yung article and mag-provide na rin tayo ng reaction along with it. So, stay tuned lang kayo dyan para sa mga tinatamad magbasa. Okay? So, nag-start yung article with the quote na, as long as may bibigay pa ako sa music sa pagpa-perform, go lang po. So, it's very Sarah. Si Sarah yan. Sarah Geronimo is a girl who always knew what she wanted. And what she wanted was to be Michael Jackson, king of pop. She was going to be a great performer just like him. When she caught his music, she always stood up to groove and sing. The moves just came somehow. She twisted the hip and knee, bent the waist, shimmied the shoulder with a confidence surprising in a 4-year-old kid from a struggling family. We all know yun ang background ni Sarah G and her family. She was also a very shy kid who did not like calling attention to herself. But when the king of pop came on, that was it. She was transformed. Sarah, now 35, says, "Maliit pa lang po ako, sumasayaw na ako ng Michael Jackson. Yun talaga yung gusto ko. Wala po talagang naisip akong iba na maging doktor, maging teacher. Hindi talaga. Gusto ko talagang maging Michael Jackson. Yun talaga po." So very sure siya dun sa gusto niya. And hindi lahat ng bata ganun. She says of herself, "Yun po kasi yung passion ko talaga. Nung maliit pa lang ako, yun yung core ko eh." And then she added, hindi po siya na parang, "Oh, I have the talent. This is really what I want to do. I love doing this." She just simply wanted to perform like Michael Jackson. And then it became not just Michael, but other artists too. She wanted to be Grammy winner Beyonce. She wanted to be Mr. Pure Energy Gary V, yung ating idol. So tama lang tayo na Sarah Geronimo is the female version ni Gary V sa generation natin talaga. And ako, fan ako ng dalawa. Gusto ko kasi ng total performance eh. Para hindi boring yung concert. At saka, ang daming kayang ipakitang talent. Yun. Hers was a desire and a reflex that would not go away. And she was going to be darn good at it. She was going to be a total performer. She had a bit of push from the start, certainly. Alam naman natin yun. So, Viva Entertainment, which manages her, gave her the title Pop Star Princess, an inspired marketing move. And which is true. Nakilala talaga siya na yun yung title. ASAP, high-rating Sunday variety show of ABS-CBN, began announcing her as no less than pop star royalty, after which others become mere subjects. No, I think nangyari yung Popstar Royalty during the promotion ng Sarah G Live. Doon na nag-transition. Pero inadapt pa muna ng ABS-CBN yung Popstar Princess. Kasi sa ASAP, di ba, sa grand face-off, the Popstar Princess, Sarah Geronimo. Ganun, may ganun pa mga announcement. And then when Sarah would be doing her own show, Sarah G Live, way back 2012. Meron ng tagging siya na Popstar Royalty. The princess redefines the pop star. Something like that. May ganun nun. Alright, let's continue. From there, Sarah worked hard, maybe harder than very few before her, to earn those titles. Until one day, she became all of top-tier singer, astounding dancer, box office actress, favorite rom-com female lead, TV darling, in-demand endorser, huge concert star, dream client, and triple threat. On her way to the top, She charmed a legion of fans that has stayed with her, loyal and fierce through the years. Everyone now knows that no one touches Sarah G and gets away with it. It does not stop there for his genuine talent. After 21 years in the entertainment world, Sarah continues to want more, but the wanting has evolved. This time, it is bigger, and this time, it comes with purpose. Her journey to fame was no easy ride. Alam naman natin yan. She got real help, yes, but nothing was ever just handed to her. She had to do the groundwork from the time she was declared grand winner of Star for a Night in 2003, a singing competition hosted by the Reverend, sorry, by the Reverend Regine Velasquez that aired in IBC 13, 2 decades after. Sarah's been one hardworking artist. Unbelievably, she was just 14 then, and yet the years that followed were moments, hours, and days of discipline, training, and rehearsals, of experimentation with image and style, of diet and exercise, of being closeted from parties that girls her age went to, of keeping away from sweets that hurt the voice, of rushing through commutes, of following directions, and of memorizing cues and scripts. Generally, years of behaving like a little adult. Bata pa kasi siya, tapos ganoon na talaga yung trabaho. Sabi niya nga, di ba sa concert, robot lang siya, kung anong sabihin, gagawin niya, ganyan. Yet today, thinking back, Sarah says, it feels like the years have gone by so quickly. Sinabi niya sa PEP, she tells PEP, sa totoo nga, hindi ko napansin na parang 2 decades na pala yon. Parang ang tanda na po, di ba? This happens during her sit-down interview and pictorial at the PEP office on May 22. Oh, tagal na pala to. May 22, 2024, which lasts 5.5 hours and goes smooth. Ay, kasi may pictorial pa. And goes smoothly, thanks in good measure to Sarah not being a diva. Oh, nakalagay pa talaga sa article. She is bubbly yet not loud. Sakto lang siguro. Throughout the shoot, her quick smile keeps the air light. Bungis-ngis kasi ito si Sarah eh. So, kaya masaya talaga siyang kasama. So, occasionally, she cracks jokes that ease the tedium ahead. The makeup session, the change of outfits, the deliberations among stylists and shoot producers. Working out the poses and pegs, waiting for photographers and videographers to calibrate lighting and scene. The constant checks of the monitor, the test on mood and tone of visuals, and the coordination between Sarah's team and that PH team that must be kept smooth and going. So everything went well. As they mentioned, scroll lang natin. In the middle may mga kita kayong photos. So check nyo rin, Popstars, yung article. The process is not quick or easy. Let it be known to those unfamiliar with the trade. It is also a process that Sarah has known for over 2 decades. She quips, still on the subject of how fast it's all come to pass. Mas napapansin ko yung mga na-expired na produkto sa pantry namin na from 2021 ay 2024 na pala ngayon. Yung ganong kabilis ng panahon ngayon. So, na-expirean sila, Sarah, amin na lang yan. Hindi, joke lang. So, noon kasi, sabi niya, Sarah to, noon kasi, parang dahil sobra po akong nabisi sa trabaho at saka almost the same yung ginagawa ko, parang hindi ko po namalayan na, wow, yun na pala, 2 decades na pala. Long an A-lister in the local entertainment scene, the singer-actress has remained in demand. Something for which she always feels grateful. Sarah is smart and knows too well the fragility of fame. She actually admits to a constant worry of losing her audience. Diba? At least aware siya doon na may possibility naman talaga yun, diba? Wala namang hindi permanent, especially sa show business. This takes the PEP team aback. Sarah G not having an audience. She has fanatics for supporters. But she goes on. Sa estado po ng buhay ko, saka sa career ko, may pangamba na parang, shucks, may manonood ba? Meron bang mag-stream ng music ko? Ganyan. I think normal naman po ata yun kasi we're in show business. Pareho ng sinabi ko kanina. Business pa rin naman. Naglalabas pa rin po ng pera to produce materials. She understands, is what she is saying. The audience patronage is needed to keep a show going. Money is never a small issue in entertainment. So, syempre, we're expected also na yun nga, make returns din and producer na rin po kami. So, alam ko. Ayun, producer na rin kasi si Sarah. With the G Productions. Just last year, Sarah and her husband, Matea Ginicelli, opened in the Alabang area where they live their G Studios, a 2-story, 200 square meter multipurpose building for events, shoots, and recordings, and also launched G Productions, their own production company for mounting concerts and creating music videos. Sarah reveals that Mateo handles the management and financial end of their businesses. Ako po, mas sa creative side. Yung asawa ko, mas sa business. Sarah's own concerts, shows, and records are co-produced by G Productions and Viva Entertainment, the company that has handled Sarah's career from the time she was declared star for a night in 2003 na hindi na nga lang siya naging star for a night. Sarah away from the limelight. Sarah was seen less and less after her controversial wedding to Mateo on February 20, 2020. Largely, circumstances dictated this. That said, this did not go contrary to her own personal inclinations. In May, her home network ABS-CBN lost its franchise. And by July, had to shut down as the end result of the machinations of Rodrigo Duterte, then president. This happened just as the COVID-19 pandemic was looming large, confining people to their homes for their own safety. The circumstances provided Sarah a well-deserved break from the spotlight and gave her good time to attend to her new role as wife and homemaker. The public still got bits of her life on social media, but this was not a Sarah, the performer. It was a Sarah, the married lady. Photos and videos trickled online showing her living a cushy life with her husband, their leisure and travels, her time with the in-laws, plus her moments with her pets. Around this time too, Sarah discovered a big passion for baking. Her appearances as a guest in vlogs began showing a different side to her. It showed her right smack in the kitchen, often in apron, sometimes also with a cap. Asked about these rare if sudden appearances, Sarah keeps it light. Part po noon by choices, but ako din po nakukulangan sa labas ko, kaya sabi ko, more racket pa dyan. She lets it slip that she wants to do another music album, then adds, ano naman, inaayos naman po. She also says that while she hasn't been as visible as she once was, she is definitely rearing to perform and entertain. It remains a big one today, just as it was when she was a kid. In her words, actually yung pagmamahal ko po kasi sa music at sa kanta, yun yung entertaining people. Parang maliit pa lang ako, yun yung gusto ko po. So, yun yung hindi siguro nakukumpleto. Ganun naman yata talaga po pag artist eh. It doesn't stop. Nice. Acknowledging that audience interests change as do an artist's chosen creative direction, she does say that the end could come. But syempre, realidad ang buhay. But no, she is not walking out just yet. Beaming, she recounts, nung isang araw nga po napanood ko si Mick Jagger and he's turning 80 and nagtutour pa rin siya, referring to the Rolling Stones frontman. Sabi ko, shucks, posible pala ito, no? Sarah, full name Sarah Asher Tua Geronimo, was born in Santa Cruz, Manila on July 25, 1988. She is the third among 4 children of Delphine Geronimo and Divine Tua Geronimo. Divina. She has two sisters, Jonah Rizzi and Sunshine Grace, and a brother, Ezekiel Gabriel. According to Sarah herself, her showbiz career started as early as when she was 5 or 6 years old. Her bio in www.sarahgeronimo.ph. Uy, na-miss natin to. Ano? Pinupuntahan. Ayaw kung still on pa yan. Kung na-maintain pa rin. Brings that even lower to age 4 when she appeared in some TV shows, doing so up to age 9. So, nandun naman pala. Hanggang 9. Yan. Lumalabas-labas siya sa mga TV. She was part of the kiddie show Pen Pen de Sara Pen, which aired on RPN 9 and was unnoticeable then among a bunch of kids. She also appeared in the ABS-CBN youth-oriented show Ang TV, says her website. It was a bit player in the 1995 Star Cinema movie Sara ang Munting Prinsesa. In the movie's poster, a very young Sarah Geronimo can be spotted in the background along with 25 other kids just behind the movie's main star, Camille Prats. She was only age 7 then, also the same age when she performed solo for the PayPal Noon show in his 1995 visit to an enthralled, predominantly Catholic Philippines. Growing up, Sarah braved many auditions. She performed at shopping malls and hotel lounges and entered many singing competitions. It was non-stop trying to get into showbiz. Remembering her many rejections convinced them that showbiz was not for her. Sarah cracks this joke today. Kahit ngayon nga po, gusto ko nang give up. Oh. Why? Seriously, she says, she always wanted to quit. Palagi po, palagi. At yun yung ayaw na ayaw ng tatay ko. Nung bata pa po ako, ayaw niya yun sa akin. Kasi natatandaan ko po, bago po ako sumali ng Star for Night, ilang beses po akong nag-audition, parang 3 times. Tapos wala, hindi po ako natatanggap. Kasi malit pa lang po ako magsimula, mga 6 years old, 5 years old. Tapos walang nangyayari, umabot ng 13 years old, wala pa rin. Recalling more of those times, she adds, nung maliit ako kasi, walang nangyayari sa ginagawa ko eh. Tapos nabaon sa utang yung parents ko just to support me. Sabi ko, Dad, ayoko na po talaga. Sabi niya, anak, pag di ka sumubok ngayon, wala kang aasahan. Clearly, Sarah soldiered on because her father and mother had faith in her talent and were dead certain their daughter would make it big one day. Talk about parents being right. In 2003, Sarah got her biggest break as a singer when she emerged grand winner of Star for Night among 11 grand finalists that included now big names Mark Bautista and Angeline Quinto. Sarah muses, pag nag-give up ka sa sarili mo, talo ka talaga kasi walang ibang ipupush tutulong sa'yo kundi sarili mo. It's a decision that you have to make. You have to help yourself. Sarah first became known as a belter. Over time, proved herself to be more than that. Rightly, she became known as a performer, the kind of artist who can both sing and dance. In the local music scene, only a handful can be called performers, and among them, Sarah is a cut above. Yung pagbibirit, dala po ng hirap ng buhay talaga. Sabi ni Sarah dito. Sarah comments following this with a contagious laugh. Talaga. In 2011, as the media reported, she took a trip to the United States for a voice and dance lessons. If this made for her later jaw-dropping performances or simply enhanced what was already there, raring to get out, is up for argument. What is not contested is that Sarah's name is often top choice when fans and celebrities alike are asked to name an artist they are truly impressed by. They usually also point to Sarah's effervescent. Paano ba i-pronounce to? Ano yung word? I-search natin ha. At saka ano meaning? Sabi dito, enthusiastic. Effervescent. Tama naman tayo. And in control persona on stage. A stark contrast to her introverted and near silent persona of it. tahimik nga kasi siya, di ba, pag wala siya sa stage. Intimating her thoughts on this to PEP.ph, Sarah says, ngayon ko lang parang na-realize na may nagsabi sa akin na parang, ba't ganun Sarah, no? Some people say na put on lang yung ginagawa mo, na pag nakikita ka namin sa stage, na nagpe-perform, and nakadamit ka, put on, masyadong put on, hindi authentic. And I realized, oo, put on nga talaga because si Sarah off-cam, sobra pong mahiyain. Sobra talaga. Na-realize ko yan when I took a break. Tapos siyang hiya akong makiharap sa mga tao. Kasi yung asawa ko po, very engaging and yun po siya talaga. And makwento yung asawa ko. Ako yung mahiyain. Doon na lumabas na parang, ay, ito pala ako. I agree naman, ano siya talaga, role kasi po siya eh. Pag nasa stage ako, hindi na si Sarah na mahiyain, hindi nagsasalita. But Sarah, she herself tells, is another person altogether when surrounded by family and close friends. Yung sobrang daldal ko, gusto na nila akong itapon kasi matabil na po ako. Ganun, matabil na yung dila ko. Like a typical artist, Sarah is a complicated mix of bravado as celebrity on stage, receding in the background when in crowd, stingy with the words before the press, a blabbermouth among people she's totally comfortable with, and back to being a bring-it-on performer when the lights turn on. Is Sarah threatened by budding new artists who may become the new idols? Sarah answers thoughtfully, hindi po siya threatened. It's inspired. Inspired and challenged ako kasi personality ko, I want to be effective in my job. Yung pera na nilalabas ng tao to see me perform, ayokong sabihin nila, sayang yung binayad namin. Ayun, ang gandang panghugot yun ni Sarah, pinaghuhugutan niya. Kasi, that fuels excellence eh. Kasi, alam mo, nagbabayad talaga yung mga tao and ang hirap ng buhay pinag-iipunan yun. Minsan nga, hindi nga pinag-iipunan yun. Kini-credit card pa to just buy tickets. Diba? Din babayaran na lang. So, yun. Gusto ko pagkatapos nila ako mapanood, grabe, sulit yung bayad natin ng tickets. Yun yung gusto ko. Yun talagang mapasaya ko. So seeing these young, excellent performers now, na-inspire ako at challenge ako sa totoo lang. She ends with, alam mo, kung meron pa ako ma-improve sa sarili ko, I'm willing to do it. Wow! About her acting career, Sarah has this to say, syempre ang dami ko pong gusto kung ma-explore na roles, yung roles na alam ko sa sarili ko, kaya kong gampanan. She pauses and adds, but at the same time, ito na po yung parang conflicting na sa isip ko. Parang as an actor, as a singer, parang ano siya very powerful kasi yung materials that we do. It can affect our minds, di ba po? It can somehow shape our decisions, di ba? Parang pag nakapanood ka ng isang pelikula and ganito yung napanood mo, ma-apply mo siya sa totoo mong buhay. So doon ako very careful. Then she says something completely frank. Gusto ko ganyan, dark. Gusto ko ganito. But kung mapapalayo ka naman sa faith mo, sa beliefs mo, edi wag na lang. She mentions being open to the dark roles but follows with this caveat. Gusto kong may redemption. Lagi may redemption. Lagi po. Yun talaga. In fact, she adds, if she can find a story along these lines, she would truly want to do another film with John Lloyd Cruz. Sarah is referring to her leading man, John Lloyd Cruz, with whom she did a very successful film, A Very Special Love, 2008, with its sequels, You Changed My Life, 2009, and It Takes a Man and a Woman, 2013. The film series centered on the love story of Miggy Montenegro, John Lloyd, and Lyda Magdala, Sarah, crossing over many years. All three were blockbuster hits. This gave John Lloyd and Sarah the titles Box Office King and Box Office Queen 3 times in 2009, 2010, and 2014 at the Guillermo Mendoza Memorial Scholarship Foundation's the annual Box Office Entertainment Awards. They also starred in the romantic comedy Finally Found Someone 2017. Today, Sarah is clearly open to partnering in another movie with John Lloyd. But she says, hindi na lang po pwedeng yung parang Miggy and Lyda. So, hinahanap namin, kailangan may maturity na silang makita sa amin. It's 5 years since Sarah completed her last film, Unforgettable, where she portrayed Jasmine, a woman with special needs who goes on a long journey accompanied by her clever dog to reunite with her beloved grandmother, played by Miss Gina Pareño. The movie did not give the box office returns of her rom-coms, but Sarah received praise from film critics for her acting, with one film reviewer hailing it as Sarah's best performance to date. Pep asks Sarah, is she giving priority in the next years to her private life over her career? Ito yung sagot ni Sarah. Alam nyo, naisip ko po yan. Napanood nyo po yung The Idea of You, yung kay Anne Hathaway, na she fell in love with a younger boy and then she chose a quiet life, private life, love, family. 2024 movie stars Anne and British actor Nicholas. And then Sarah also mentions Daisy Jones and The Six, a TV series loosely based on the life of Fleetwood Mac, a rock band in the 60s, where the protagonist also chooses a quiet life. These two projects resonate with Sarah, who also says she's been looking at how Gary Valenciano, Sir Gary, singer, dancer, actor, has balanced career and private life. Ako, sobra po akong nabibilib kay Tito Gary kung paano niya kinerve yung own path niya na hindi siya nagpapadala sa pressure ng show business. You have to do this to stay relevant. You have to do this to, kumbaga, to basically please the world. Careful po ako to stand my ground, and aminado naman po ako na siguro yung pagka-artist ko, I wanna do this, I wanna explore this. Does Sarah see herself making the choice to stay or leave? So to answer the question, opo naman, darating naman po yun, and I have to prepare myself for that. Noon pa lang, inaano ko na yung sarili ko na hindi ito permanent. Definite po sa akin na as long as may maibibigay pa ako, di ba, sa music, sa pagpe-perform, go lang po. And as long as may gusto pang makinig, mapanood ako, go lang. Pagka wala na, pag nararamdaman ko na wala na, graceful exit na. Sarah on the best and the worst in the industry. Pep asks Sarah what the best and the worst in the entertainment industry is. The worst, sabi ni Sarah, pag nasa entertainment industry, we all know what sells, di ba po? Yung mga bawal, yung mga controversial, that's what sells. So I think that's the worst about being in the industry. She warns, at pag nagpadala ka, malulunod ka talaga. Drugs, sex, lahat ng di okay sa mata ng Panginoon. Yan. Uy, ang brave na ni Sarah talaga to discuss these things, ha. Wow. Nice. Ayos eh. Ang brave niya dun, ha. The best, isasagot niya yung the best naman in the entertainment industry. Sabi niya, the joy, the happiness that you're able to bring sa mga tao. Yun yung tumayo ka lang, may maiyak pa sa tuwa. Wala ka namang ginagawa. Wala ka namang ginawa. Parang ito yung nakikita ko noon kay Michael Jackson, the effect you give sa mga tao. Positive effect yun. Yun yung the best for me. Then she exclaims, yun po ata yung purpose pag sinabing purpose. Tama. I agree when you touch someone's life. Yun. When asked what a normal day is like for Sarah nowadays, she says it is being at home with her pets. Ano lang kasi talaga, homebody lang talaga po ako, hindi ako malabas talaga na tao, and mas gusto ko to spend time with my mga alaga, mga fur babies ko. She volunteers. Alam nyo, mas gusto ko silang kasama talaga kaysa sa tao. Iba yung peace na nabibigay nila sa akin. Maybe because they don't talk, they don't judge. Thinking aloud, she adds, I don't know, baka hayop po ako in my past life, so kahit na hindi kami mag-usap with words, may connection na. Sarah with Mateo has 5 dogs, Theodore, Leah, Nuka, Dakota, and 04? Last year, they welcomed to their family a cat named Fruity. Attesting to his wife's affinity with their fur babies, Mateo said in an interview by Philippine Tatler in 2022, her level of love for them, it's a different level. For Sarah, who has enjoyed applause for so long and remains a huge star, success is no longer about fame or awards. Yung pag may peace ka lang po, may inner peace ka talaga sa lahat ng bagay, relationship unang-una with yourself, which is parang work in progress pa po ako. As a person, as a woman, and as an artist, parang ang dami ko pang hindi pa nagagawa. One thing is certain, Sarah is now following her heart's desires, not what other people want for her. Her newfound love for baking during the pandemic, for instance, it's a simple thing, but this led her to taking up a short course in baking at the culinary school of Henny Season. In May 2024, Sarah announced through Matea's YouTube channel that she's finished with the baking course and that she is now a pastry chef. Wow, congrats. Chef Henny affirms this. Pastry chef na siya ngayon. It's a revelation ha. May talent pala siya talaga. Not only in singing and acting, but also in baking and cake decorating. Eventually, Sarah says she wants to put up a food business that serves only breads and cakes, but dishes as well. Ay, meron pa. Sarah harks back to family to explain her love for food. Her mom is Kapampangan and as to be expected is a good cook. Her father is from Malabon, another culinary bastion. When times were tough for their family, they turned to food for a living. Today, her family runs Geronimo's restaurant in Tandang Sora, QC. Hindi pa ako nakakain dyan sa Geronimo's restaurant. Pero alam ko na yan. Coincidentally, her husband Mateo's family owns the Gianni Cucina, an Italian restaurant with branches in Alabang and BGC Taguig. Sarah currently has more than 30 endorsements, a figure hard to match by any celebrity. It also confirms her popularity as an influencer. Sarah is not blind to her numbers. In fact, this made her search for some time for a way to give back. And she says she just found it in her most recent endorsement, the Generics Pharmacy, TGP. May placement pala dito ng endorsement which carries effective health products at good prices. Sarah says, itong mga brands na ito, they're there for a reason. And kami, as endorsers, as brand ambassadors, kinukuha kami for a reason. So I'm willing to do that with them. Create change. The number one goal naman ng TGP is to help people. It would be nice na ako pumunta sa mga barangay, magbigay ng mga gamot to bring it closer to people. Kasi ang mga mahal din po yung mga gamot na nga. So, who is Sarah most grateful to? Top on Sarah's list, she names her parents, Delphine and Divine. Magulang po talaga po. Nanay, tatay ko talaga. Oh, di ba? Hindi nyo anong intriga yan? Hindi nyo masisira yung parents at saka Sarah. Matagal silang magkasama. May narinig tayong mga kwento pero hindi natin alam lahat. Sila ang magkasama sa ups and downs, sa lahat ng issues, concerts, na matibay at matagal ang pinagsamahan ng mga yan. Kaya ako nung time ng issue nila, I just prayed na maging okay sila. No judgment. Kasi hindi ko alam ang mga nangyari. Wala akong masabing masamang salita kay Mami Divine kasi Sarah is very thankful to her. So how can you say something na yung idol mo nga o yung hinahangaan mong artist mahal na mahal naman siya? Okay, let's continue. Una sa lahat, syempre yung buhay po na binigay sa akin ng mga magulang ko, di ba? Parang hindi mo yan. You don't know how to repay for that. So yun, magulang ko and lahat ng naging bahagi ng journey ko. Next in Sarah's list, Boss Vic, Popsters, lahat na naging part na ng journey. Parang nakakaiyak na naman. Boss Vic is Vic Del Rosario, Chairman and Chief Executive Officer of the Viva Group of Companies. Popsters is what Sarah's loyal fans call themselves in a take-off from Pop Princess and Pop Royalty. Yeah, Popsters. And so, what is next for Sarah? I'm just gonna keep loving music and the goal is to inspire people, to touch people's lives and use my platform. Create change, positivity, yun lang. I think yun lang At lagi kong sinasabi sa asawa ko, love, we do not need a lot, simpleng buhay, basta payapa at masaya, yun. PEP got it right the first time. Sarah's goal just got bigger and to that she has just added purpose. We might as well hail the royal princess. Love, live. Oh, end na. Ayan. So, ayun, ang haba nga nung article, pero masaya na reading it for you, Popsters, Ads and Quiz. And thanks to PEP for this, kasi iba pag ganito may mga opportunity tayo to really know the person, especially Sarah na mahiyain. Ano rin sa kanya to, baka challenge din sa kanya kasi hindi siya sanay na nakikipag-usap. Mas sanay siya sa stage, sanay siya sa ilaw. Kahit nga pag nasa stage, pag spills na, parang gusto niya nang umexit. Nahihiya na siya. Wow, ang ganda. Ganda na article. I'll not be saying much kasi sinabi ko na rin naman during my reading while I was reading the article. Kayo mga asin ko is I hope na pwede nyo naman putulin to. And para di na kayo mahirapan magbasa. At saka you can reflect also on what Sarah is saying dito sa article. Ganda. Something inspirational. Very nice. Natuwa ako talaga na she always honors her parents. Yun talaga yun. Kaya siguro siya pinagpapala din ng tuloy-tuloy. Alright. Maraming salamat, Popsters at Kuys, sa pag-nonood ng video na to at sa pakikinig sa akin kasi wala tong performance si Sarah, but this is more on article reading. Thank you for staying by and standing by sa video na to. Alright, maraming salamat muli sa panonood ng video na to. Like kayo, mag-iingat. Bye-bye!